Alexander is here. Today we will be showing a tutorial of the Zelmea ruins. Now I'm pretty sure many of you who might have started out or started recently is wondering what these Zelmea crests are for. Chances are, during your playthrough of version 1.0, you may have ran into a very weird looking squid-like creature, along with a strong enemy. If you managed to kill it, you would have gotten a chest and a Zelmea crest on the side of it. You may have also noticed that you killed Zelmea crests to charge arms. So the purpose of these crests is for this particular ruin here that you will be able to reach once you have your dragon mount or version 2 lands. So however you get it. So once you have it, you'll be able to reach these lands by landing onto it. Once you do, it's important that you save a zoom stone here. So you got your basic amenities here. You have priest, storage, and a zoom stone, of course. Also, I've got a tropical search in case you get Zelmea tokens. Now, the purpose of this particular side content is to acquire armor sets. Now I'm going to go ahead on and show you. I haven't done much of it yet since I don't really need it so far. But each one you do, it'll raise the level of the armor sets you can get by either 5 or 7, or 3 to 5, depending on the level cap. Since I cleared these 3 and got to this 4th, I'm able to select up to level 5 now. It gets harder and harder as you progress, but you get rewarded more as you do. And sometimes that flame will give you the option of making a particular choice of equipment. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to choose number 5. It's going to cost 1 Zelmea quest. So the purpose of this is to try to get as many chests as possible before you run out of keys. When you run out of keys, you have to exit. You also want to avoid dying, so you get nothing at all. Now, this is generally how you get equipment without having to craft or make it or try to hunt monsters for them to drop. Barring that, though, okay, this is a faster way of getting it. Okay, but it's going to be just as much RNG random as just fighting monsters for it. So I still don't know all the intricacies of this yet. You'll see what that wave there means. Okay. So let's go for. Okay, cool. So. I guess this would affect the clearing walls. So further down, I guess. Alright, so. What that did was, now any armor drops I get, it will be upper body only. The purpose of that is if you're trying to go for like a set of equipment, because you don't know what you're going to get when you open these chests. Alright, once you open them, it's going to be some random piece of equipment. It could be any of the pieces, unless, of course, you get the flame bonus, which you can set what piece you want. So, if you're trying to go for like the full set, you have like the body, the legs, boots, but now you need helmet or gloves, and you get lucky enough, the plane comes up, and you pick helmet gloves. That's great. Now you just need to get lucky and hope that a +3 with the stats you want on it is going to appear. I assume that the deeper you go, the more these items you get, leave a higher chance of better stats. But obviously, this is one way of doing it. The other way is to hunt monsters that will drop that particular armor out in the world, or crafting it yourself, or purchasing it from crafters with all the stats, best stats on it already. And again, you can use alchemy stones. I'll explain that later on because I discovered it myself. It's supposedly 3 quarters. But you can use alchemy stones to enhance your equipment and also remove the negatives and enhance the enchantments of what's already in your equipment. The people who told me about it were a little vague, so I'm hoping I'll find it soon so I can experiment with it myself. I can't remember which Dragon Quest this theme came from. I mean, he's a reincarnation 6 now, but he's got like 200 less defense than I do. It's just not quite ready yet for plus enemies. Miss Bottoms. It's pretty nice. Confused Guard, Poison Guard. I think those are the max. They might actually be able to go higher with Rainbow Stone. It's going to be whatever stones, but yeah, it's pretty great now. And Blind Guard negative, but that can be fixed if I decide to wear this set. But yeah, it's a good mixture of resistance stats. Ideally, if you can get your resistance stats to like maybe 70, 80 each one, and then you just use Master Orbs to fill out the rest to get as close to 100 as possible. Then I can just use Holy Impenetrable, and that should take me to above 100% resist. Yes. Okay, remember that squid thing I told you about earlier? That's what it looks like. So if you find them out in the field just randomly spawning with an enemy, normally it's going to be like, so seeing from like level 60 plus enemies, it's going to drop a crest. And here, drop the crest. So, free run. Yay. So since that was my last key, okay, I got another piece there. And this allows you to store items just in case you have to. I'm guessing later floors, I'll be able to open more than one unless there's something special I have to find to be able to do that. So this looks like a medium armor piece. And this is a light piece. Or cloth. Nice. It's a pretty good piece. So the thing is, I might start doing these myself for real once I'm level 120, go for my 120 set. I've been pretty good about making a lot of gold, and I can honestly get an ideal heavy armor set for around maybe 20 to 25 million gold. But again, this is for those out there who don't want to farm gold or craft. They want to just earn the equipment through these means, and you can definitely do it this way. So now I can choose basement 24. Now I can select up to level 10. But yeah, that's generally it. So that's the Zelmea ruins. One of the alternate ways to get armor. Next, what I'll try to do is the battle course, battle defense course fights. Though those can be a little bit more advanced, and it's quite difficult doing those because you have to do it at a certain time of day when most of the Japanese players are online, unless of course we have 7 static people to play with. Thus, another reason why I want to build this team up is so we can have plenty of members who will be willing to run things like this as a group or team. Because getting 7 people together is pretty difficult unless you know people. But that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next one.